How's it going, people? Right, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. We haven't done one of these sort of videos for a while, and I've been waiting for this game to come through so that I could do it. Right, now before I show you the game, I'll tell you a little bit, there's a little bit of a story to it. I've been trying to get this for a while, but every time I go to get it, it sells out. Seems to be quite a difficult game to get hold of and also quite a popular one. Although, the funny thing is, although it seems to be popular, I don't know many people who have got it. Which is interesting, isn't it? It makes you wonder if maybe there weren't many of these that come out. They didn't expect it to maybe be as popular as it is. I don't know. But basically, this is a genre that I really enjoy. And before you say it, no, it's not a one-on-one fighter. No, it's not a side-scrolling beat-em-up. There is one other genre I like, and that is my arcade-style racers. Now, this is the thing. You don't get that many around these days. A lot of them are simulators. So when one does crop up, I like to get hold of it. Right, so in case the suspense is killing you, let's just show you what it is. Hotshot Racing on the PS4. I've been trying to get hold of this for ages, and every time I go to get it, it sells out. So yeah, if you've seen my pickups video, you would have realised I picked this up this week, and it was £19.49 on Amazon. The minute I saw it come up, bang, got it. Because like I say, I've been after it for a while. And the good thing with this as well is it includes the Big Boss bundle content pack. So I'm guessing that didn't come out on the other version. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to banging this in, having a go on it. And also, you know, reviewing it for you guys as well. Because I hear good things about this game, but then I also hear bad things. There seems to be a bit of a mixed review on this. I'd say that the good reviews outweigh the bad ones, but I thought, let's just see for ourselves, you know, and I'll give you an honest opinion. You know, at the end of the day, I don't get paid by people to talk rubbish. This will be an honest review. This will be what I think of the game. And that's the thing, see, a lot of these big channels, they're being paid to say what they say. You know, what you get here is real, guys. I paid for this out of my own money. It wasn't supplied to me by a company. I have no obligations to these people at all. So if it is bad, trust me, I'll tell you. Right, okay, let's get on with some gameplay. Right, it's going to Grand Prix. Normal. Got to pick the Brit. Yeah, go with a Bulldog. I'd already used this on the quick race. It's quite a reliable car. Right, here we go. Race 1 of 4. Now, just looking at it here, I mean, look at this. This game looks fantastic. I mean, the colours are so bright, so sleek as well. And although it's a PS4 game, it's got that retro sort of vibe about it. Now, I am still getting the grips with this game at this point. So there is a little bit of crashing. But you'll notice as the races go on in this, I gradually start to get the hang of the drift. Just takes a couple of races to get the hang of it. And that's the boost there. So you build your boost by drifting. And when you hit barriers like that, it definitely comes in handy. Now you'll notice that I've got no music playing, and that's because it's got a kind of trancey dance type of music. And I've found quite often when you leave the music on and it's like that, it's normally a third party. And then you get a copyright claim. So I thought I'd turn it off just to be safe, really. But you can hear the sound of the game, which is really good. Again, very arcade feel. Now, one thing I would say is that the music does set the game up quite nicely. You know, it doesn't it doesn't ruin your enjoyment, but you definitely notice the difference when the music's not on. So I'm getting bumped around a bit in this race. That's it, first race over. First place. And you'll see up here in the top corner, this is like little challenges or achievements. Alright, no messing about, straight into race 2. Now one thing you'll notice, the computer is always straight off the line. But they're not too hard to catch up with. This car I'm using is pretty much the intermediate. It's middle ground on everything pretty much. Whereas some of the others you'll find are better at drifting. Some are quicker acceleration, some are better top end. Whereas this one's a bit like the workhorse, it's pretty even Stevens on this one. But I like this car, I'm quite comfortable with it. It's a good all-rounder really. Such a good looking game this. I don't know why, I get sort of Daytona vibes when I play this. And that's another one done. Right, race number 3. Now this one's a bit different. It's kind of like round a, well, it's like a wildlife park. As you can see, my drifting looks a little bit better on this one. Starting to get the hang of it, not drifting too much. Although, as I say that, I fishtail into the barrier. At this point, I'm learning the course because I haven't raced this one yet. It's a very small course if I remember right, this one. Yeah, nice little drift there. Oh, bit of a barrier there. But the thing is with this game, even if you're crashing, it's still fun. It's a very fun game. I really did enjoy playing this. I like my arcade racers, and this definitely reminded me of the old school arcade racers. Alright, final lap. Oh, that was nasty. Now, one thing I did notice with this course is it's very hard to get your boost up, because it's not really a course that you need to drift on. And quite often if you do drift, it throws you off the track. So it's not ideal to do it. As you can see. Yep, only got third on that one. Not my best track. Now, one thing I can say is that when I've got my eldest boy over, I'm sure this will get played a lot. He does like his driving games, so does Connor. So when I've got both of them here at the weekend, this will definitely be going on. I'm sure it will get played a lot. Right, final race of this Grand Prix. This one I like. There's a lot of detail, like Ferris wheels and stuff, and there's a lot of attention to detail. Like a castle there. It's almost done like a sort of theme park, this one. One thing I've noticed as the races go on, the cars you're against get a lot more aggressive. I mean, as you can see here, they're all bumping me all over the place here. See, I'm getting bumped around all over the place. One thing I kind of get like Sega vibes watching this, because it's such bright colours, and the sound, it just reminds me of the old school Sega arcade style games, you know, the arcade racers of old, just classics. Such good quality as well, you know, it really does remind me of them. So whoever did this obviously was trying to tap into that, I think. That's how it feels. That's the vibe you get. Well, a bit of boost there. See if I can catch up again. Must be coming close to the end of this here. There we go. Third place. Yeah, not so good. Right, okay. So that's the first Grand Prix. So, back with my final thoughts. Right, so as you would have seen, guys, from the gameplay there, this game is really good. Took me a little while to get the hang of it. I've still got a way to go, believe me. There's some interesting things about this game, actually. And this is going to probably require a couple more videos as well, because I've only looked at 2 modes so far. I did a single race, and then I did the first part of Grand Prix. And as you can see, it's playing in the background, the demo bit at the beginning. This is a really good game, actually, like really good. I enjoyed this. There are other modes, like for example, it says here, time trial Grand Prix I did. Cops and robbers, which looks interesting, because from what I can tell from that, you have to go along, and when you hit the other cars, I think they become cops as well. So the idea is to catch everybody. At least that's how I understand it. It's definitely a mode I'm going to have to explore and maybe cover in another video at some point. Barrel Barrage, I don't know what that is. Yeah, you can play up to 4 players as well on this. So I'm not sure if that's online though. But yeah, I think it's 8 players online, but maybe 4 in couch co-op. I don't know, it's definitely something I'm going to have to look at anyway. But as you can see, this game looks fantastic. Now, the music's really good as well, but I turned it off for the sake of the video because I've had this before. Quite often when you get like a sort of dancey type music, it turns out it's copyrighted. So I turned it off just to be safe. But the music's really good. When you're racing, it really does give you the oomph to, you know, to do well. As you would have seen in the footage, my first race wasn't all that great. I think I did win it still, but I was smashing into barriers quite a bit when I was drifting. Whereas when I got to the Grand Prix, I was improving. I was managing to drift and not hit the barriers. You do hit other cars, but it would appear that's pretty much unavoidable. And also part of the game as well, because from what I can tell, your boost goes up. It definitely goes up on the amount you drift, but I think it also goes up on the amount of times you hit other cars and that as well. So there's an element of that to it as well. So yeah, really good game. I really enjoyed this. Definitely going to have to look at this again. Maybe look at some of the other different game modes as well. Yeah, on first impressions, really good game. And I would recommend it as well, especially if you like your arcade races. So yeah, reminded me a lot of some of the old school games, you know, like the voices in the game, the mechanics of the game, the look of the game. Reminds you a lot of some of the older stuff that come before. So obviously the graphics are a little bit more sleeker than we would have seen years ago, but it still feels that sort of old school kind of look, if you get what I mean by that. It's got a kind of retro vibe to it. Yeah, really enjoyed this. Definitely going to be playing this more. Yeah, very enjoyable. So as it stands, I would recommend this game. It's very good. Right, okay, well, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and also hit that little notification bell, and click all so that you're made aware of all our future uploads. And all I'm going to do is cut it short here, really, and just say take care, stay safe, Nerdy Geezer out.